missing out on the World Cup is a travesty for any international footballer. If playing for your country is the pinnacle for your career, then this is the lowest of the low, especially on the biggest stage. There are certainly plenty of stars who have failed to make the squad for the country ahead of the FIFA World Cup in Russia next month, purely through their manager's decision. France, Spain, Argentina and Belgium have left out major names from the squads. Here, TalkSport has compiled an alternative starting 11 comprised solely of players who were rejected by the country. You won't find the likes of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain or Dimitri Payet included, however. Only those who are outright snubbed make this team. Check it out below. Goalkeeper, Joe Hart, England. We start with a bit of an easy one really. One of the most high-profile players to miss out of the England squad, Hart will be joined on the beach this summer by Jack Wilshere and Adam Lallana. But unlike his aforementioned teammates, there was a genuine belief Hart would go to Russia. Although he had a disappointing season with West Ham United, the 31-year-old carries incredible international experience. Having said that, he only makes this squad because every other decent goalkeeper is going to the finals next month. Right back, Hector Bellerin, Spain. When he first burst onto the scene, Bellerin seemed destined for great things. Crazy, strong in the tackle and with an eye for goal. Former Barcelona youth player seemed destined to become Spain's undisputed right back. However, a loss of form this season has meant the youngster will miss the showpiece in Russia, giving him plenty of time to consider Alan Brazil's proposal to change his vegan lifestyle. Centre-back, Shkodran Mustafi, Germany. With a wealth of talent at the back for the Germans, it's not really a huge surprise to see the Arsenal man miss out on a spot on the plane to Russia. Mats Hummels, Jerome Boateng, Antonio Rudiger and Nicolas Soulé are all far better options than him, especially after a very indifferent season for the Gunners. Centre-back, Aymeric Laporte, France. The most expensive player to never win an international cap, Laporte probably hoped his big money move to Manchester City in January would have convinced France boss Didier Deschamps to give him a run out in Russia. However, as with his partner at the heart of this fictitious defense, Laporte is simply not good enough yet to shift those in front of him in the same position. Being rinsed by Mohamed Salah in the Champions League at Anfield didn't do him any favours, mind you. Left back, Lucas Digne, France. Although he has spent past 2 seasons on Barcelona's bench, the former PSG man would have been dismayed to see Manchester City left back Benjamin Mendy get the nod ahead of him. At 24, you would imagine he will get another shot at an international tournament. But being passed over for a man who has barely played this season through injury and calls himself a shark must be a knock to the old ego. Central midfield, Radja Nainggolan, Belgium. If this team were to ever compete, Nainggolan would be the captain. He epitomizes everything it stands for, a player at his peak hung out to dry inexcusably by his international manager. The Roma star has been in scintillating form once again this season, but has a checkered history with Roberto Martinez. The worst part of this for him will be seeing Manchester United flop Adnan Januzaj getting a seat on the plane ahead of him. Yes, he is still playing. Central midfield, Jack Wilshere, England. Although he has proved his fitness to Gareth Southgate, Wilshere just hasn't done enough to convince the Three Lions boss he deserves a place on the plane. As his career dwindles, you can see the Arsenal man's dynamism diminish also. The inclusion of Crystal Palace loanee Ruben Loftus-Cheek was certainly a surprise, but one which could prove beneficial for the future. Left wing, Anthony Martial, France. Although France have an almost embarrassing array of attacking talent at the disposal, you sense a longer run in the Manchester United side for Martial may have given him a shot of getting to the World Cup. However, as with Marcus Rashford at Old Trafford, Jose Mourinho seems reluctant to entrust the young forward with any great deal of responsibility. It is a stark contrast to the previous major tournament, where the 22-year-old had starred for Louis van Gaal's United side heading into Euro 2016. Sent to attacking midfield, Mario Götze, Germany, the man who won the previous World Cup with a goal against Argentina in the final. The Borussia Dortmund man will be devastated at being denied the chance to help his country retain the trophy. Although his career has been blighted somewhat by health problems, the fall from grace is still rather spectacular for the 25-year-old. Right wing, Kingsley Coman, France, another French forward who failed to make the grade for Deschamps is Bayern Munich star Coman. He has admittedly struggled with an injury towards the latter end of the campaign, but still, for a youngster who has won so much in such a short space of time, it is a shame the world will be deprived of his undeniable talent this summer. Centre-forward Mauro Icardi, Argentina. To be fair, when you have Lionel Messi captaining the national team, attacking options are always going to be limited. However, Icardi is not just a bum to put on a plain seat. The 25-year-old finished the season with 30 goals in all competitions as he helped guide Inter Milan back into the Champions League as captain. A technically brilliant striker, he has been overlooked for Juventus duo Gonzalo Higuain and Paulo Dybala and Manchester City record goalscorer Sergio Aguero. Still a tough one to take. The Starting 11 TalkSport is your home of the 2018 World Cup. Tune in all throughout the summer to hear live commentary of every game, and visit TalkSport.com for expert views and analysis of the big games and key moments from Russia.